So check this out. Just got this new seat. Actually, I've got two new seats. This one is the driver's side. That's the passenger side. The driver's side, overall, the seat looks like it's actually in good shape. However, when I connect it into my car, it didn't work, right? And on the other side is it's a manual versus a powered one. And last but not least, it's heated, so it's kind of cool. However, at the moment, as I mentioned earlier, it just doesn't work. So what I want to do is I actually want to take this apart. Take it apart mean not take everything apart, but more or less is to take the seat apart so I can have access to here. And the goal is I'm going to try to see if I can move this into this, right? So here's my powered seat. Everything works on it. However, the slight difference, of course, is the damage here as well as here. Now, let's not worry about the color, because what I can do is I've already got the paint to get the color to match. All right, so what I'm gonna do is that color will make the black look like this, right? Here as well as here. So that way the top is gonna be one color. The bottom is still gonna be this two-tone. The hope is that that looks decent. If not, I'll just make it all one tone. But ultimately, I'm gonna get rid of this problem and I'm gonna get rid of this problem. But first things first is let's take it apart. The second thing is I'm hoping that putting it together, everything works, because at the moment, because power is not juicing to this seat, it's not folding back. But I'm hoping if I connect it to the other one, it will. So here's what we're gonna do is we're going to do a few steps to see if we can take this apart. All right, so first things is we go to the side. If I can, we need to take out, not everything here, we just need to take this piece out. And to get it out, well, you know what? I'm not gonna use that because that's just gonna damage it. All right, let's take the plastic tool. Should be better off, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pry this out using my hands, right? But, oh, here it is. There, all right? So that's that. This, I believe, stays intact. But I believe what we're gonna do next is we're gonna fold this over. Okay, so now we're at the bottom. What I need to do is I need to pop these things out, okay? So that's where I need my Phillips screwdriver, right? So I need to pop these. All right, 1, 2, then right underneath, see if I can get to it with one hand. All I have to do, without hurting myself, of course, is to get these out. One-handed, probably not the best. All right, so give me a second. And there you have it. It was hanging like this, just pop to the side, and then you can take these out. Say, okay. So I believe now if we stand this back up, I should be able to lift this piece out and then check out all the wiring, all right? That way I should at least have access to the side panels over here. So let's just do that, all right? All right, earlier on, right? So all it is just you just lift up a little bit. So here's the gotcha is that you're gonna hit over here. So all you do is just bend a little bit. Normally, if this is all the way back, you have more access, right? But you can still bend it. And as you can see, I've already done that. And voila, you now can actually lift this up. Now, it looks like I've got something underneath. So let's take a quick look to see what it's hitting and then unplug those, all right? But at least most of it's already out. All right, so I unplugged everything, right? And I snaked out all the wiring, which will allow me full access out of this. So as you can see, I now have just this to worry about. I would have thought that, it was just the 3 screws that I mentioned earlier on. But from what I can tell from this bracket, it looks like I need to take this out as well, right? So there's one on each side. By doing that, this whole thing will come out. Let's take a quick look when I tear apart the other one, right? Because for some reason, I thought it was just a smaller piece, not this whole long line. So let's see, all right? So I took the other bolts out as well. Now I've got full access. Ideally, if I were to take this piece out, this whole entire thing will come out. But the reality is, I don't want the whole thing to come out. All I want is just this front all the way to here, okay? So it doesn't look like anything is actually holding it in place. Ideally, I should be able to wig it and get it out. All right, I don't see anything, but let me look some more. It may be that I may need to take this whole thing out to have access to here and just take that piece out. We'll see, but at least you all get a chance to see what it takes for me to remove majority of this, all right? Hopefully it helps somebody if they ever need to tear this apart.